Hello, I would like to show you some of the advanced features that FinAware has to offer. So I'm assuming you have uploaded your PDF file into FinAware and have an existing case. As you'll see up here, you'll see on the left-hand side, FinAware, case dashboard, and then you'll see your case name selected up top. So now that you have a case, we can start with the analysis. And so here you'll see by default all of the transactions in your case. Now these transactions are derived from your PDF. Our system has captured these transactions. As you'll see, a transaction is defined as having a date, a description, an amount, and in some cases a balance column is on your PDF, and FinAware uses this balance column to detect when a transaction is missed, and if it is missed, how much amount is missing from the records, and it'll help guide you to where those missing transactions are. So let's review that capability. So here you'll see this transaction review in the top right. We've found some inconsistencies with the extracted data. We'll click review, and then this pulls up our case review. Our case review is on the right-hand side. You'll see the original file. And on the left-hand side, you'll see the extracted data from the system with any associated information such as missing value, missing amount of credits or debits, and where the error has occurred. So here in this top left, you'll see we have a transaction for $28. It's on page 2, and our explicit balance is $105. So on this right-hand side, we'll look for $28. Here we see it right here, and an explicit balance of $105. Here we have it. Okay, we have our Zelle payment, and then we see the next transaction is for $156. But here, this is the incorrect row, and we have an error saying we're missing $141 worth of transactions. So now we'll find where that transaction occurs. And if we look below the $28, we see a negative 15 amount where the system has captured this negative 15 as 156. And we can line up the explicit balance is $90.51, which we see right here. So in this case, it's extracted a 6 where there shouldn't be a 6, and that's where our $141 extra is coming in. Then we look at the next transaction. Here it's $18.79. We see right here $18.79 with an explicit balance of $71.72. So we've successfully located where the error has occurred between this transaction, which is correct, and this transaction, which is correct. And so we know we need to remove the 6. We hit this edit. We remove the 6. We hit save. The system then tells that we've edited the value by this green bar. And if we rerun this audit, we'll see this no longer occurs as having an error because it balances out. So this has been moved away, and now we can review the rest of our transactions and if they are extracted correctly or not. This is the preview of Auto-Audit capability within FinAware, which attempts to detect missing transactions from your images, from your PDF, and point you to the page and the location of where that error occurred. And it's a very powerful feature within FinAware. And you essentially use it by looking at the rows prior to the yellow highlight, finding it on the document, and then finding the transaction in between, and then editing the transaction to the correct amount. And now this transaction can be multiple transactions that are not captured or incorrect. And in that case, you would go in and you would add your transaction to fix the balance being off. We have other heuristics being applied in the background that are attempting to identify where the extraction process of identifying transactions has occurred, where there are errors in that process. This is the Auto-Audit capabilities, and this can be applied when there's a balance column within the PDF itself.